Welcome back to Snapball Games. My name is Max, and I'm back with another Pauper League. And Modern Horizons 3 just came out on Magic Online, so I'm going to continue testing some of the new cards. Today we're playing with probably the most broken card, Refurbished Familiar from the set. It's 4 mana, 2/1, Affinity for Artifacts Flying. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you draw a card. So this card just seems insane to me. I think that this is gonna Familiar is gonna make Grixis Affinity the best deck in Pauper. It just seems so good to me. Going bridge on one, any artifact land untapped on turn two, cast this. Also, playing this on turn three for 1 mana so easily just seems so strong. Not to mention, there's like flicker shenanigans with like Ephemerate, Glinthawk, Core Skyfisher, replay this, just keep going, get it back with Blood Fountain, to keep triggering it. It's a 2/1 flying, just yeah, 1 or 2 mana. It's usually going to be one in this deck. 2/1 flying, they discard a card. It's insane. Other than that, pretty basic Grixis Affinity deck that you can see in front of us here. My main decision in building the deck was, should I include Frogmite in the list? You can see that I have in this build. My original mock-up of the deck had more Chromatic Stars, less Frogmites, another Rebuke, which I don't even really like this card, so any excuse to go down on them just never seems to work out well for me, and I always seem to get got by it. But I just wanted more threats, basically. In this deck, it's essentially, if you look at the deck, most of the deck is just card advantage. Deadly Dispute, Reckoner's Bargain, Ichor Wellspring, Thoughtcast. That's such a large portion of the deck is just literally only for drawing cards. Having more threats that costs 0 mana seems really strong to me. It bridges you towards Mirror Enforcer. Doesn't really bridge you towards Familiar because this should usually cost 1. But yeah, just seems like good, even if it's just a 0 mana 2/2. It's not a strong threat, it is a threat. Playing a couple shamans in the main, I don't even know if this is correct, but doing that, 1 munitions to maybe finish people off, and then 1 spell bomb. I see a lot of people cutting star. Let's get that star back in there. But I think we actually want it. 4 Gallop Blast, 3 Blood Fountain. I've seen people play 4 as well. I think 3 is enough. Just a bunch of Hydros and Pyros in the sideboard. A couple Negates. I actually really like Negate because for his Dust to Dust decks, Negate seems like the best option. I know there's the counter a spell that targets a permanent you control or something like that, but I think Negate is also good just because it can come in other matchups too. I had a different edict. I think I had Chainers, but then I was like, oh, why don't I just try Tithing Blade? It's an artifact, does stuff. I can sack it. It counts for affinity for artifacts. So I'm trying Tithing Blade and then a couple Gorilla Shamans. Maybe should be more Gorilla Shamans as well because I think this deck is picking up in popularity. But without further ado, let's get right into round one. All right, welcome to round one. We have 0 lands. I'm playing 20. A lot of people play 19 lands, so I'm less greedy, but got punished there. This hand looks good. I think I actually just put back a Gallop Blast. Could put back a land, but I think putting back Gallop Blast is the least greedy. This helps us get to Mirror Enforcer if we draw that. Also, good to have more lands with Rebuke. We're against Colony Garden, huh? Just leave Bridge, pass. Do we want to run out Frogmite on 2? Boggles. Was not expecting Boggles on the Colony Garden. Oh, Gate? Hexproof or something? I don't even know what's happening. Reckoner's Bargain. Kind of do want to just run out Frogmite now because I can't Rebuke anyway. Again, I just don't like this card. Wasn't sure if I was going to run out Frogmite, but they probably don't have removal in their deck. Guess it's just Boggles. I guess Boggles with Basilisk Gate, maybe? They're just going to pump? Oh, it's Armadillo Cloak. Okay. That's beatable, especially if I can leave up counter next turn. It's going to be tough here, though. Okay, so now I can go untap land, play Wellspring, leave up Rebuke. Oops, almost messed up there. So now I can actually attack, play second Frogmite, still have Rebuke up. Okay, this makes it even less obvious we have Rebuke. And then I can keep drawing cards, gain a little life, and counter any big aura they try to put on there. I guess no attack, I could represent a double block on Boggle, but maybe no attack was correct. That probably would have been better. Well, snapping this off. We couldn't have double blocked anyway, so got into the damage. We're still kind of in trouble this game, though. It's actually, Basilisk Gate looking okay here, surprisingly. I am about to draw a lot of cards and go wide, though. So they have a 3/3 lifelink, but yeah, we can beat that, especially if we draw an Enforcer or something. Let's just start drawing cards. Draw 3, gain 2. Okay, there is a Mirror Enforcer, so I have 5, 6. I can't play Familiar because of how I tapped. I wanted to leave up Gallop Blast. I didn't know I would draw that. But Familiar still could be fine here. So let's just go Bridge. Do I attack with my Frogmites? I feel like no, because if they just put one other aura on this, I want to be able to represent like a multi-block on it. So let's just do this, pass. And then just keep grinding. Card advantage here, keep putting stuff on board. +1/+0 and trample, and they draw a card. They're like a grindy Boggles deck. Okay, at least they don't have an Ancestral Mask in play. Hopefully no, what's it called? The one white aura gives +X/+X for enchantments. Okay. Kind of stabilizing here, nice. They have 2 cards in hand, I can discard one of them. I can also go, which I think I'm going to do, Wellspring, Deadly Dispute the Wellspring, draw 4 cards total, get a treasure, and then even if I just draw a tap land, I can still use the treasure to play the Refurbished Familiar. This deck just is so good. Just draws so many cards. And then you just get to play 0 mana 4/4. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't sacking my land. Don't even have to use the treasure if I don't want to. I think I can attack with 1 Mirror Enforcer. I guess it's risky if they make a big Boggle next turn, but I think I do need to start attacking. I'm going to try to attack. And then play Vault, Refurbished Familiar. And do I need to run out the Blood Fountain? I don't think so. I don't think that really does anything. They discard a Boggle. So they have 4 gates. So they can make an 8/7 trample. I need them to not have like another Ancestral Mask. Man, that is actually really good here. Let's see. We only have 2 Tithing Blades. That's about it. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. When it ETBs, you get a 1/1. It's a really weird Boggles list, but I mean, we're actually doing fine here. They can't attack. They can just trade this for this. They don't want to do that. Okay, nice. Bridge. I think I can just play Blood Fountain, crack the blood, discarding Bridge, and see what I hit. Hope to hit like a Thoughtcast or another Deadly Dispute or something. Blood token, discard Bridge, hit another land. Can keep looting with my blood. I suppose I do. Blood away this land. Another Mirror Enforcer. Okay, now I attack with both Mirror Enforcers and Refurbish, and then play another Mirror Enforcer. We're like kind of close to killing them at this point. They might have to start blocking soon. Chump. Just one chump takes 6. Because we have 8 points of burn in hand. Okay. They need to basically find something right now. They can gain a bunch of life, I suppose. They can make a +4. I can still trade for that Boggle though, so they can't just Basilisk Gate their one Boggle. If they drew second Basilisk Gate, that would actually be bad. Kind of a cool list from the opponent. They're just gonna pump and attack. Oh, pump this Lifelinker. That makes sense. The problem is I have Blood Fountain too. I'm just gonna double block that. Oh, I could have blasted it in response here. I think it's better to just trade my creatures than Blood Fountain them back. Just save blast. I know they gain 5, but otherwise I feel like my creatures aren't even dying and I don't get to use these fountains, but now I just get to fountain these back and replay them. Because I could have blocked with this Frogmite as well. And they have a Rancor there, sure. They probably should have Rancored out something else. Like Glade Cover, sure. Do I want to blast face right now? I don't think so. Chromatic Star. Guess I just go Star, crack it to draw, see what I draw. Let's go red. Draw Great Furnace. Okay. Play Great Furnace. Crack Blood Fountain. Oh, I just get back only Enforcer. I suppose I can attack first. I should maybe leave back one more Enforcer, because if they pump this larger, I won't be able to kill it, even if they like play Aura on this that gives toughness pump, and I block with 8 power, they can make it 9 power. So I might want to leave back one more Enforcer, but I do need to kill them as well, so I think I'm just going to attack with everything. I don't really want to Galv Blast either. I think I will just... Maybe I do just Galv Blast face now. Attack with these. They can't really trade, because then I get to Blood Fountain multiple things back. And I'm gonna Blood Fountain back Enforcer and play it no matter what. Showing the strength of Blood Fountain here. With these 0 mana threats. Okay. We essentially have them at 1. So we can kill them next turn with Familiar plus Blast. Okay. And it gives First Strike. Ugh. Don't like that, but I still might be able to kill them. I don't know. They can only go up to 12. Oh no, now they can go up to a lot more than that. I'm in trouble. I think I need to just take this. See what I draw. They go to 16 and they have 3 blockers. And we need to do 1 more damage. Now their thing has First Strike. Needed to fade a draw step right there. Land. So they're going to just block all the Enforcers, I assume. This gets +4. It's 11 power. So I need to maybe block it with 2 Enforcers. They're at 27. Oh, This has lifelink plus armadillo cloak, so it was a double life gain. Man. We're dead now. Really close. So it's 11. So I have to block again 7 of this just to survive. What happens if I block with everything? They immediately kill down these, and then I don't even kill this. So if I block 8 of it, I take 3, go to 2. And then I Blood Fountain back both Enforcers. But they go up to like infinite. I don't think I have any outs at this point. Probably should have even just played land as well. Okay, get back to Enforcers. Okay, there's the Thoughtcast. Oh, I guess Karat Clan Shaman would have done it. Man, that would have been it. But we just drew lands. Maybe we can still survive and then find a Karat Clan and then get out of this game somehow. Unlikely, but might as well try. I just don't even think I need to attack. I don't think attacking for 2 matters. And it sucks because I already used both my Blood Fountains as well. So even if I somehow survive and draw Shaman, it's not enough. Okay, so I can triple block with my Enforcers. I guess I should have technically attacked. Triple block with my Enforcers. They go to like 70. I go to 1. And then I need to draw Shaman. Or a draw spell into a Shaman. Oh no, I don't go to 1. I was thinking for some reason backwards. Okay, oh, they're at 69. Nice. They have Colony Garden too, just to play around edicts, I suppose. Shaman? Familiar. They're even playing around Familiar. With a card in hand, it's probably a land. Oh, it's a Ledge Walker. So I have 8, 9, 10. So if they only attack with this, I can survive. Let's play another land. Pass. But now I have to sack all my lands to a Shaman in order to Wrath. So it's going to be real tough, even if I find Shaman now. And I mean, they're at 100 life almost. Okay, so I need to block with 10 toughness. That's 8, 9, 10. Go to 1. We're hanging on by a thread. Could I have taken a different line at some point, not been attacking with Familiar, chumping with Familiar, replaying in order to potentially get more draws? Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning. Munitions. Not gonna do it. GG. Get these edicts in. Get these negates in. Don't think we need this. Don't think we need munitions either. Blood Fountain is also kind of mid. Pyroblast counters Slippery Boggle, which I've done before, but I don't think we want to do that here. Just cut a Frogmite. Looks fine. Yeah, they're like a slower, clunky Boggles deck. Interesting. Let's go game two. Keep this. Hand's kind of slow, but it's fine. A lot of potential to draw cards. A couple bridges. Wonder if they're gonna have like real affinity hate, like things that tuck our artifacts or exile them. We'll see. The gate package is interesting. I mean, the mana was bad in that deck, but I think you want more untapped lands and to go a little faster most of the time. But what do I know? I've never played Boggles. Most likely going to just go bridge into Thoughtcast on my next turn. Yeah, they do have Deglamour. Okay. Fine. They have a Boggle. Do they have an Aura? They do. Where's the Tithing Blade at? Let's go Seat of the Synod, Thoughtcast, Star. Star was a great draw. So now I'll be able to go up to 5 artifacts. I could just maybe play both Mirror Enforcers, but I probably want to just Deadly Dispute. 3 mana Aura. Wow. 4/4 first strike lifelink. It's going to be tough. Again, need to find Shaman. If I Deadly Dispute the Star, I could find like Blood Fountain in order to double Mirror Enforcer. Otherwise, I think I can only play 1 Mirror Enforcer. Because I Deadly Dispute, stay at 4 artifacts, but I've used 2 mana, and then I go to 5 artifacts, and I can play 1 Mirror Enforcer for 2. Still think I want to draw cards now. Okay, there's a Tithing Blade, and there's a Blood Fountain, and a Thoughtcast. It's a lot of stuff. So, what do I want to do this turn? I have to use my treasure to Thoughtcast anyway, because I don't have an untapped blue. And I need to play 1 more artifact in order to play these Mirror Enforcers for 0. Because I have 4, I mean, I just need to play a land, basically, but do I want to play Silver Bluff Bridge? I think no, because, again, I could find Shaman. I think I want to just play untap land. I don't think I need to try to get fancy and play my tap land earlier. Maybe I should have Thoughtcast before playing these, but I didn't. I wonder if I want to cycle away this Frogmite with blood. I think I do. It's close. Could just keep the blood around, and that's something else I can sack to the Crack Clan, or I can sack the blood to Deadly Dispute. Alright, just pass the turn. I also had 3 Shamans in my Frogmite list build, which would have been nice to have in this matchup. Rancor. Basilisk Gate looking good. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to take 10. Again, I'm just going to look for the, again, aforementioned Shaman and just try to Wrath. I'm sure they're going to play around Edict here. Just makes so much sense to do so. Thoughtcast into nothing. So now I think I just Deadly Dispute my blood token. Let's go with that. Man, just not hitting here. So I'm at 6. They have a 7/5. They have double Basilisk Gate, so untap land, and they can double pump for 3. Right now this is 10 power. I can gain 7 on a Reckoner's Bargain though. Should play untap land. I don't think I need to attack again. Pass the turn. Plan on just bargaining away one of these enforcers here. There's another gate. Untapped land, jeez. Their deck is looking sick. Ancestral Mask, no. Probably kills me. 18 power. Can gain 7 up to 13. Actually, maybe I can survive. Maybe it was better to do this on my turn in case I hit the shaman. I don't even know if this saves me. I think I can do this double block and go to 1. I think my quick math was right. Yep. Okay, I can Ancestral on my next turn and still find Shaman to probably win because they have 1 card in hand to my 8. And I have a lot of mana and a Blood Fountain. Okay, so Shaman in the top 4. Go Wellspring. Blast, not going to do it. Red card tricked me there. Bargain. Didn't hit. Man. Even another removal spell could have gone removal spell, edict. We're at 3. They have a huge thing. All I have is lands. All right, that'll do it. GG's. We weren't getting there anytime soon. We drew a lot of cards. we were not hitting. Both and I just want to see how low. Sometimes Magic Online breaks and it doesn't let you keep drawing. 7 cards in library. 2 shamans still in the deck. 5. There it is. So 1/5 from the bottom. And 1/3 from the bottom. we weren't finding it. We drew a lot, but not nearly enough. GG's, let's go round 2. Alright, welcome to round 2. We're against Malik's. Alex. Try to play first, yes. I'll keep. Sand actually looks fine. Just gonna lead bridge on turn 1 so I can Blood Fountain on 2. Opponent's on a mulligan to 6 here. Bridge pass. Maybe Boggles is good against Affinity, I don't know. Ooh, Perilous Landscape, nice. I think I want to still go Blood Fountain, Silver Bluff, because that unlocks my Thought Cast for next turn. So it seems like the best use of my mana. And one reason why Blood Fountain is so good, it gives you that inevitability that we saw in, I think, game 1 of match 1, but it's 1 mana and it makes 2 artifacts, which just discounts all your affinity stuff. Main deck Cast into Fire. It's like Jeskai, and they have the Cast into the Fire. Oh man, that's so brutal. Just gonna play Ichor Wellspring. Shouldn't have. I F6'd before I drew, but I shouldn't have done that. Ooh, energy, nice. That's cool. And they missed on lands. Okay, that's really, really bad for them. So I think I just Deadly Dispute, tapping like this. There's a Thought Cast. Could just play this first. I'm gonna play it anyway. I'm gonna Thought Cast too. Thought Cast. Ooh, Spellbomb could be good as well. I think I'd rather just get Bridge down though. Pass the turn. They need to hit a land, and it's the problem playing this card over like Preordain or Ponder or Brainstorm. Augur, sure. I'll probably just kill that on my turn. Cleansing Wildfire. Okay, it's good. Are they going to use it on us, or are they going to use it on themselves? That we don't know yet. Let's go Thoughtcast. Familiar's not bad. I don't want this to get flickered or anything. Let's just go blast this. Play Familiar. They discard a card. And then I decide if I play Spellbomb or Bridge. I kind of want to play Spellbomb this turn because if they go Island Archaeomancer, I don't want them to get back Cast in the Fire. Okay, attack. We're looking like we're in a good spot. Another 2 in the narrative, up to 4 energy. And Cleansing Wildfire themselves, sure. 6 cards in hand, they're at 4 mana. Alright, let's lead on Wellspring. And then probably bargain the Wellspring right now while they're tapped out. Just keep drawing cards. Hopefully find Enforcers here. We don't, but we did find Refurbished Familiar, so that's good. Attack for 4, play another Familiar. Just keep grinding. And if they kill these Familiars and I'm able to start getting them back, I feel like that's really good for me. Like I kind of like want them to die. Cycle Lorien, play Archaeomancer maybe? They get Island. Yeah, so this is definitely just Jeskai Ephemerate. Cleansing Wildfire themselves, sure. Having the 1 Spellbomb game 1 is really nice. They had the Cast into the Fire on turn 2. I wonder how many they're playing though. They could be playing like multiple considering this deck is strong and popular right now. Thoughtcast, let's go. Counterspell. That is annoying for me. It's blood away, a non-blue source. Attack for 6. I don't want to really just like Spellbomb them, I don't think. Also don't think I need to play Shaman. I think I'll play Blood Fountain and then Crack Blood now. Guess discarding Bridge. There's Enforcer, nice. And I don't think I need to play Shaman. I mean, is it better? Isn't it? It might be better in play, even if it dies. Just it can attack for 1. I don't know if that matters. Just resolve it. Okay, they gain 5. And they concede. Okay. Kind of crushed there. They could have Dust to Dusts in addition to Cast into the Fire and stuff. We get 4 Pyros, 4 Hydros, and Negates, and Spellbomb. That's a lot. I don't think we want too many Gallop Blasts. Maybe just Frogmite's not strong enough. Can cut like a Reckoner's Bargain or 2. The Chromatic Star. Maybe even a land on the draw. A land on 19. Oh, and I don't want these Karat clans. Keep it a bargain. It's hard to like sideboard when you have so many cards, but this seems good to me. Siding out Frogmite seems like a no-brainer. Just it's not going to do enough. It's not good against Augur. This is so much more value. 4 Pyro, 4 Hydro seems really nice. 2 Negate, 2 Spellbomb. We have a lot. They mulliganed to 6. I think they mulliganed to 6 in game 1 too. They did. So I can lead Bridge to hopefully Furbished on 2. Guess that's better. Not going to Thoughtcast on 2 anyway. Might just run out Spellbomb in order to get more artifacts down. That way I can play Familiar with Pyroblast up soon. Nothing I can do about this. Dust to Dust. That is scary. There's no way they have 2 planes and they have the second one right now, though. So I'm good for now. So that being said, I think playing Bridge into Spellbomb is still the line. I can also, alternatively, I can go Vault, Spellbomb, Familiar. That is pretty good. But then I don't have blue mana for Thoughtcast. And I don't play the Bridge this turn. I like this line. So we know about Dust to Dust. Revoke Existence. Okay, they came with the hate for sure. They have 4 cards left. One of them's a Dust to Dust. I want to tap out for Familiar. Can also just leave up Deadly Dispute. I think I just play Familiar. Oh yeah, I only have to pay 1. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Then I was thinking I had to pay 2. The card is just busted. 4 artifacts in play right now. Pyroblast up. Cleansing Wildfire, sure. Do they have second planes? No. Okay, that's good for me. I think I want to draw with Spellbomb. Takes my artifact count down. But maybe I hit a land. Okay, we do draw a land. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can go up to 5 artifacts in play. I just play well. I definitely just go land, Wellspring, leave up Pyro, attack for 2. Okay, and then next turn I can go Bridge, play Enforcer, play Deadly Dispute, keep going. Easiest Pyroblast. That was great for us. The fact that they can't cast the Dust to Dust just might buy us enough time. Another Wellspring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. feel like leading on Deadly Dispute's the way to go. One, two, three, four, five, six, and I can still leave up Pyro. So let's go Bridge, Enforcer for one, attack for two, have another Pyroblast. Nice, this looks great. Augur, I'm just gonna Pyro this. Okay, they get the white source, they play it tap, so we're gonna get Dust to Dusted next turn, so keep that in mind. Alright. I definitely want to leave up Reckoner's Bargain for this Dust to Dust. So I think the plan is tap these two lands, play Wellspring, play tap land, attack with both, pass with Bargain up. Can also lead on Thoughtcast and play Blood Fountain right now. Maybe that's better than playing the Wellspring. Get to draw more cards right now. Yeah, when we drew the negate, which we can now not cast. So, oh, we wouldn't have drawn it. We wouldn't have drawn it. All right, Blood Fountain. Play another blue source. Attack with these. Then I get to sack one thing that they target with Dust to Dust. They might have to target our creatures at this point. But they could just target both of our blue lands as well, which I'd be fine with that. They only have two cards. One of them's Dust. This is also showing the power of this deck. They played Revoke Existence. They, played counters. They're functioning. They're hitting on augurs. They have a Dust to Dust, and we're still winning. One that was in the tank for a second, or maybe just away. They're at 10. Maybe they were thinking if they needed to chump. Do really like the look of negate in this deck. Dust to Dust target those. So now we bargain away. I think I'd rather have Mirror Enforcer than Familiar, but maybe not, because getting this back, gaining 4, and then threatening to make them discard or draw, I think is better than 0 mana 4/4. I'm gonna do it. Another Familiar, it's so good. Okay, double Galvblast, so let's lead on Familiar. You discard a Murmuring Mystic, that's good for us. Wellspring. Sorry, my wife's on the phone. I'm half listening in. I'm gonna have to pause after this and go help her out. Okay, just pass. Negate up. Double Galvblast up. They're at 10. Lorien revealed. I'll just negate. This should be over. They're probably gonna concede right now, is my guess. No. They don't know about this, I guess. Okay, nice. Got ourselves a win, 1-1. Let's go round 3. All right, welcome to round 3. I can't even see what that name is. I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna keep this hand. This hand looks fine. Couple bridges, untap land, Wellspring, Enforcer. Looks great. 1-1 in the league. Got crushed by Boggles. Just beat Jeskai. Feeling good. I think this is the best deck in Pauper right now. Either it's just some build of Refurbished, Familiar, Affinity. Has to be the best deck. Speaking of, nice. I think I just want to play Wellspring. I could draw more untap lands potentially, and if I don't, I'm fine. Wonder if this is the mirror here. Frogmite. I gotta stop F6ing before I draw cards. Even though I couldn't have played it here, obviously. Still gotta be careful. So actually next turn I can go, if I draw something a blank, I can go play Bridge, that's 4 artifacts, play Enforcer, that's 5, tap 1, that's 6, play Mirror Enforcer. So minimum next turn I can go Bridge, Frogmite, Refurbished Familiar, Mirror Enforcer. And it looks like it's Rakdos Burn, most likely. With a slow draw. They have to discard a card. They probably don't have any more lands, which is bad for us, but our hand is good, so are they going to be 8 power on turn 3? Plus a Galv Blast? That's going to be tough. Good time to go for the Familiar against the Madness deck. When they're discard, they can't actually cast Madness spells. Okay, interesting. So I can't Wellspring and play Familiar this turn. So I think I don't want to. So I'm going to play Silver Bluff Bridge because I might want to double Galv Blast over like multiple black spells and or blue spells. So let's go Frogmite, Familiar. They discard. It's definitely Rakdos Madness Burn. And Enforcer. This deck has actually been impressing me a lot because they don't play bad cards anymore, really. And when you go like discard a card to blood and then Madness something, like you get these 1 mana, bolts or drain 3s, and even this is good. It's just like you basically get 2 mana, draw a card, drain for 3, and you just have a ton of those in the deck. Ooh, we drew another Familiar. Familiar Battles, huh? I don't think I need to Galv Blast their Familiar. I could, but I think I just attack with everything, play another Wellspring and a Familiar. Let's just start by attacking. They're still at 20. I feel like this should be good for us. So they just want to trade Familiars. I'm fine with that. Now let's go play Wellspring. Play Refurbished Familiar. You discard a card. And pass. Opponent is in the tank. Faithless Looting. I've never seen this art. Oh, it's the Modern Masters 3 Commander art, maybe? Commander Masters. I don't even know. Too many things to keep track of. They're going to like Alms of the Vein here. If we ever draw a Deadly Dispute, though, we just get to Ancestral here. Discard Kitchen Imp and Highway Robbery. Sure. Yeah, Familiar is just insane. They don't even want to attack. They're going to try to block. Deadly Dispute. That's exactly what I wanted, like I said. It's just Ancestral. Cost 1 mana, draw 3 cards. Oh, another Familiar, jeez. And a Shaman, which I don't really need. I think I'll just start with a Thoughtcast. Okay, let's attack with everything. They're going to trade. They take 6, they go to 8. And then I play another Familiar in a tap land. Oh, wait. Yeah, I could never have double Galv Blasted because I used this to play Thoughtcast, which I drew my second Galv Blast with, so didn't actually have them right now. So Familiar. They're going to go to 1 card in hand because I played 3 Familiars. Yeah, it's just too much. That was pretty dumb. All right, Hydroblasts and Negates coming in. And what coming out? We also have Triple Bargain. Seems pretty good. I guess I guess Shaman's okay against them. Spell Bomb, I think, comes out. Maybe some amount of like our draw card spells come out. Negate is also kind of like mid against them. But I think I should have it. I just want to basically not die if I can. I feel like Frogmite's okay too. Go down to one Shaman. Cut up one Fountain too. I don't know. I'm just doing cookie cutter cuts here. I'm not sure how to sideboard in this matchup yet. Maybe siding out Thoughtcast is good, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep all my lands in too. Not gonna go down a land in this matchup. Let's go game two. All right, game two on the draw. Gonna keep this hand for sure. This hand looks good. We have Hydroblast, we have Rebuke, we have a Frogmite, we have a Familiar. They mulligan to 6. Probably gonna lead on Bridge, honestly. That gives me more mana. I could just play Familiar on 2 if I want. I don't know if I'll do, but... Okay, maybe I have to kill that. Yeah, maybe I just kill that now. Thoughtcast. Just don't want to take more damage off of it. They had the Furnace into Tomb Raider line. Not much I can do there. Ooh, I should have brought in Gorilla Shaman probably. That would have been sick. Okay, we do need more lands. They only have 4 cards left, but they have their blood, so they can, again, if they have Fiery Temper or what's the other one called? Alms of the Vein. They have Faithless Looting anyway. I've seen some lists that don't play Faithless Looting anymore. At least like some number of Faithless Looting seems good to me because in the counterspell matchups, when you play Faithless Looting, it's like you know they're going to threaten to draw a card off of it on a Madness card. So you, in a way, you kind of have to counter the Faithless Looting, and it has flashback, so looting can be pretty good. But they're only at 2 cards. I'm at 16. I'm going to just play Familiar next turn, make them go down to 1 card. Seems pretty nice. Contaminated Ground. Okay. If I tap this... Oh, it's a swamp, but it's still an artifact, I think. Nice. Land is great. Land is fantastic. And it's a swamp still, so I can still cast Familiar. I just want to see if this casts 2. Yeah, cost 2 it does. So play Bridge. Play Familiar, take 2 damage. Go to 14. They have 1 card. They discard it. They can't Madness, which is nice. And then I go Frogmite. Leave up Metallic Rebuke. Don't Thoughtcast yet. And probably never tap this again. They concede. This deck is just insane. I know we lost to Boggles. That can happen. We couldn't find Shaman. We had Edict. It was an interesting Boggles list that actually seemed kind of cool because it's slower, but seemed more grindy. But yeah, this deck is just feeling so strong that I mean, it's just the lands that are the problem, right? Refurbished Familiar gets printed, All That Glitters gets printed, Cranial Ram got printed, wasn't ever legal, but these things get printed, and then because of the lands, they're just too strong. I'm gonna keep this. Against Donka, I think I want to just put back a Gallop Blast because I'm on the mulligan. I have a Blood Fountain, so if I'm against a deck that has creatures on the ground, I can just like at some point play Shaman, sack like Fountain, Blood, and maybe a land, and just like, or maybe even just one thing and wrath the board. So I'd rather just have Shaman than just have Blast. And I want to keep the Thoughtcast to start drawing cards if I find a blue source. Opponents decide if they're going to keep. Okay, after another minute or two of deliberation, opponent Mulls to 6. We're gonna keep on 6 and put back a Gal Blast. I guess I could put back Vault, but I'm gonna put back Gal Blast. Oh, meant to play bridge. I was just moving my cards around. Thought I was on the draw for some reason. This is okay. Forest. Like to see that. Sprawl. White. So it looks like it's Boggles again. So I would have loved to play bridge turn 1, but I didn't. So hopefully we don't get punished. Hopefully they just play a creature and pass. It's gonna suck if we get punished. They go like Boggle and then put a couple auras on it and give it a bunch of toughness. Not like this, please. It's annoying. I have to sack one more thing, but that's fine as long as it's not another thing. Okay, commune. Armadillo Cloak. Okay, now I can play Shaman and not use it yet, and then they're gonna have to commit another aura, or I can just take 3 damage a turn for a while. Okay, so let's just go play bridge, play Shaman, pass the turn. Again, you don't want to just do it right now because you want to force them to cast the Armadillo Cloak, which they're not going to do. They're going to probably cast a different aura or not cast anything. I take 3. And then they just can't cast Armadillo Cloak into Shaman. They have 3 cards in hands. One of them is Armadillo Cloak. They probably do need to commit another aura, but they just don't want to quite yet. I don't want to sack Blood because I want to sack that to Shaman. Okay, that is perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Guess I'm fine to just bridge, Mirror Enforcer, and now they have to commit other stuff, or we just keep staring at each other. Also, this way, I can Blood Fountain back my creatures. So I'm just in a fantastic position in this game now. Could even consider just blooding away this vault at this point. Commune, sure. So this looks like a more stock Boggles list. People are probably turning to this because they are like thinking that it has a decent affinity matchup. So it looks like they're going to Ethereal Armor. So I do have to bite the bullet here. So I have to hold control. And what am I sacking? I kind of want to sack Blood plus Mirror Enforcer. And then I can Blood Fountain back, replay Shaman next turn. Yeah, let's do it. So hold control, sack Blood, sack Mirror Enforcer. 2 damage to all the creatures. Ethereal Armor's done. See if they have another Boggle. Again, even if they do, I'm fine. I'm not going to get Armadillo Cloaked because I can Blood Fountain back both my creatures and replay Shaman this turn. 3 Shaman looking pretty good rather than 2. Get those back. Play Shaman, pass. Now we're in the same position where they can't commit auras onto Ledgewalker, otherwise I just get to trade these 2 for those 2. I guess they can attack for 1. I don't mind taking 1. The threat of having the Shaman is just much better for me. Ethereal Armor. That is annoying. It's going to be a 3. It's going to be a 3/3 that can only be blocked by flyers. I have to bite, I think. They need another boggle. Looks like they probably don't have it. Cannot find a blue source. That'll happen sometimes. The mana is pretty good in this deck, but not working out quite yet. Most of our blue sources are bridges as well, so even when we find one, we're not thought casting that turn most likely. We have 2 Seed of the Cyanod, I believe. Okay, they have a 3/3 lifelink. Probably more. Deadly Dispute is a good draw, though. Brutal. No attack. I know they can make this bigger, most likely, but nothing I can do. Okay, Utopia Sprawl doesn't do anything yet. Hopefully their last card's just something that doesn't affect us here. 4/4 first strike, it does. Man. Getting owned by Boggles and Ancestral Mask. Jeez. That was a good draw from Boggles. They just had like the perfects. We even had a lot of shamans. But can't beat a 12/12. Just couldn't cast our cards. Okay. Let's bring the blades and the negates. Forget what we did last time, but something like this. Did I take out a bargain? That's fine. Maybe keeping all these in is actually good. Okay, let's go with this. All right, I'm keeping. I don't even know if my misclick cost me anything. They mulligan to 5, classic Boggles. Can't tell you how many times I face Boggles and like they just like crush me. They make like a 5/3 on turn 2 attack, and then on turn 3 they make like a 12/12 hexproof, and then in games 2 and 3 they just don't function. All right, I'll play Silver Bluff because I have the Vault, so that way I get all my colors. I will run out the Shaman most likely. Green, okay. So they must have another white source in hand. Just play Shaman, get another blue source down. Pass. Wouldn't be surprised to see some like artifact hate here. Three mana. Abundant Growth. Interesting. So they still only have one white source right now. Flying Flow Red. Okay. That's good. We have some edicts. It would be nice to find. Let's just go Thoughtcast. Okay, pass. That's all we can do. Now we're just looking for Edict at this point. Commune. Ancestral Mask is kind of scary. Jesus. Not like this, Boggles, please. I'll just draw an Edict. It's all good. They don't play Ancestral Mask yet. They find second Ancestral Mask. Rancor. Why didn't they just play Ancestral Mask? They're worried about Spell Pierce or something? I should leave mana up, not tap out, because they might be scared to play Mask. Their hand is just double Ancestral Mask. Edict. Wellspring. I mean, they're gonna jam Ancestral Mask, right? I just need to keep drawing cards. That would be so crazy for them to not play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I could play Vault Mirror Enforcer, but I don't think like dealing them damage matters. I think I just need to draw an Edict. I can use my Shaman to kill my Wellsprings too, so that's kind of nice. They only have one creature. You know their hand is double mask. I'm gonna get hit for a bunch here. 9 power. They top decked Ethereal Armor. Is that game? Go to 1? Okay. Not 1. Right now I have 3 draws to try to find the Edict. We know their hand is just Ancestral Mask. Metallic Rebuke. That doesn't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't even think I need to play Enforcer. And I guess I can play top land, play free Enforcer, but is there a world where I need to play untapped land? I think there is. So let's hold control. Sack a Wellspring, draw. Sack the other Wellspring, draw. That's game. Feels pretty bad to lose to Boggles, especially twice. GG's. 2 and 2. Let's go round 5. See you there. All right, welcome to the 5th and final round against Kotka. Would you like to play first? Yes. Oh man. This hand is tempting, but on the play, I just think it's a mulligan. Sure, I can like turn 2 familiar, I can spellbomb and slowly draw, but like that's not enough. On the play, I just have to mull. All right, this is so much better. Let's keep. I guess I put back one of these bridges. Yeah. I'm probably going Blood Fountain, Frogmite. Well, I'm definitely playing Frogmite now. I guess I could also play Thoughtcast. Geez, it's a good draw. Blood Fountain, Frogmite, Thoughtcast. Another Thoughtcast is nice. Decent little turn 2 there. Play 3 spells. Another reason why this deck is so good, if opponents have Artifact Hate, you like I just played 3 spells on turn 2, drawing 2 cards. Like even if they played an Artifact Spate like hate spell here, you have so much cheap card draw. It's pretty easy to just keep drawing cards and then just draw more lands. At least that's the idea. So you don't have Thoughtcast. Shaman. Shaman's interesting. I think I just want to play familiar, play tap land now. It would be nice to be able to bargain the familiar, but I kind of want to bargain like a Mirror Enforcer here. They discard a land. I'll just trade. Get a Blood Fountain going at some point, potentially. Okay, they're pointing burn at my creatures, so that's good for me. Excuse me. All right, we're at 14. This Goblin Guide's kind of wrecking us. Jesus, excuse me. Okay, let's start by drawing cards. More lands would be nice. Nice, we hit. That was actually really good draws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can go play Great Furnace, play Blood Fountain, play Mirror Enforcer for 0, leave up Galvanic Blast. Still at 14, with them having 4 cards in hand. Ooh. It's kind of tempting to just not play Mirror Enforcer as well. Because I want to Reckoner's Bargain it, but I can Blood Fountain it back and Reckoner's Bargain it then. So I think I'm safe. I have enough artifacts where I can even feel safe blocking. If they want to then trade 2 for 1 on my Mirror Enforcer to kill it, I just get 2 things back. I can even replay both right now and then have Bargain up. Or I guess I need 1 more untap land for all that, but feeling really good about this game 1 against Burn. I don't know if this is like a Kuldotha Burn style or like a Burn deck. They're going for the double removal spell. Oh, I guess I even do have Bargain up because of this treasure. I could even just I could just point the Chain Lightning at the Tomb Raider. That actually... Oh no, then they can point it back again. Alright, I'm just going to say no. They're going to point another spell at Mirror Enforcer, and then I just bargain it, I guess. I forgot about the treasure completely, so everything I was saying was just wrong. Woo! Nice. We have 2 cards, we go to 19, and I just really don't see any way we can lose from here. Yeah. Okay. Just way too much. Let's get these in here. Again, not sure how I should be sideboarding. Maybe I want the Frogmites. Don't think I want Tithing Blade. Maybe Shaman is good. And they just had a burn heavy hand. Okay, let's try this. This has been a pretty quick league. Kind of like these faster paced games. I mean, I think I'm supposed to keep this. I don't have removal, but I have good mana. I can draw cards. If they are keeping a hand based on artifact hate, I can leave up Dispute on 2 and somewhat play around it. Yeah, definitely shouldn't side out Cart Clan Shaman because if they have Kuldotha Rebirth, I really want that card in my deck. Probably just playing Blood Fountain Tapland on turn 2, most likely. Double Bargain is nice in this matchup. Okay. Attack for 3. Are they on a 1-lander? We don't know yet. Looks like it though. No. There's the Rebirth. Okay. Shaman off the top. Oh! Ask and ye shall receive.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
That was sick. Okay, so now I just go. I'm just gonna mop up the entire board right now, I think. I guess I could wait until they attack, but they could have a goblin grenade. So that was just insanely good. Good thing I didn't side it out. I'm gonna do it for two. Okay, not bad. Still not out of the woods in this game yet, though. Reckless Lackey. Okay, it's good. Ooh, Frogmite is nice too. I don't think I need to wait on the Frogmite. I think I can just play it. The reason I'd want to wait is to leave up Bargain for Bargain on the Frogmite, which maybe would have been better. Just take one off the Lackey. Now if they just bolt Frogmite, it's kind of awkward for me. Yeah. It's okay, I can Deadly Dispute one of my lands. And then save Bargain for future Frogmites or Familiars. Another Rebirth. They hit a Bushwhacker that's not going to be able to be cast, so that's good. Great Furnace. All right, start with Dispute. Hit absolutely nothing. Jeez. I think I might need to bargain the treasure. I don't think I can just keep waiting. All right, I'll just pass. Going to bargain the treasure, though. Another Lackey. Draw is pretty scary. We go to 9. They have 2 cards. And they've drawn all 1 mana spells and 2 lands, so that's exactly what their deck's trying to do. Thoughtcast and Rebuke. Do I play untapped land or tap land? I almost feel like I play tap land because I have a lot more blue spells. Red Blast. That's really bad for me. We're going down to 4. Basically need to find a Mirror Enforcer to bargain away to stay in this. Still going to be tough to win the game. I guess I could find a second Shaman here. Epicure down to 3, and then do they have the Bolt? That would be pretty nice. Looks like they don't. I don't think I want to bargain because I need to gain life, potentially. Deadly Dispute. Okay, there's a Frogmite. If they have absolutely nothing, that could keep me alive, especially with this Galv Blast. And I have Rebuke. So let's think. Frogmite, that gives me 4 untapped permanents here. 3 of them I can Rebuke plus Galv Blast. If I play untapped land though, I could go like block something. Oh, I need to bargain. I mean, yeah, I need to bargain. But I can go play Frogmite for 0, play Bridge, then block, let's say, a Lackey, Galv Blast the other Lackey, Reckoner's Bargain, sack the Frogmite, go up to 7, take 4 down to 3. I think that's the line, because even though I play untapped land, I'm still 1 mana off playing 1 more spell. So we're not dead on board yet. They have 1 card in hand. What could it be? Could it be a Galvanic Blast? Could be a Bushwhacker, I suppose. Can't beat Bushwhacker. They play land. Why would they play land? Okay, block here. Oh, because they want to sack lackeys. Let's see if they... Oh, they don't need to sack the lackey right now. Let's Galv Blast this lackey. And then Reckoner's Bargain the Frogmite to hopefully barely survive. Get to draw 2 as well. Okay, nice. It's better for me that they sacked that one. I think I just bargain right now. Okay, there's a Mirror Enforcer. I think we have one more bargain in the deck. We're at 3. Bolt kills us. The fact that this makes a treasure makes it like pretty reasonable cost. Ooh. Munitions. So I can munitions down 4 of their creatures by sacking all my lands. That doesn't sound that good. Does sound good is going Mirror Enforcer for 1. Maybe I do have to go for the sack all my lands line. Because I'm at 3. If I just go for Deadly Dispute, if 3 mana left, I'm still dead. Most... Oh no, I'm not. Let's see. Deadly Dispute. Yeah, I'd be dead if I do that. Okay, let's just do what we can do. Probably not winning this game. Probably gonna sack that lackey to draw again. They play another land. Must have multiple lands in hand. Walk here. Sack here. I guess I should have killed this one technically, but yeah, it's not looking good regardless. Sack here. And then sack here. Go to 2. They have a Galblast. Oh, they went to first strike damage. Cute. I mean, I'm at 3. It doesn't matter. They're going to just burn me with any burn spell they have. All right. That was a good game. Do I want to make any changes? Maybe Frogmite is annoying versus all their 1/1s. Maybe Galblast is kind of mid. Still kills like their 2/2s and stuff. I have all these Hydras too, though. I'll cut one of them. Maybe just playing a 0 mana 2/2 is better than a Galblast. Alright, got a mulligan. I'll keep this. Let's keep... I think I just put back a negate, play all my other stuff. Opponent's on 5 cards. Okay, that's good for us. So, is it better to lead Bridge? And then, I suppose it's a little safer to lead Bridge rather than leading Blood Fountain. Can pretty much play all these cards next turn anyway. By pretty much, I mean I can. So this is a decent little draw for us. Ooh, that is interesting too. I think I'll just stick to the plan. I'm gonna play Frogmite Familiar here. Could have not played Frogmite, but I like this. They're on 5 and they have to discard a card. They snap, discard a land. Sure. Epicure. And they have another land. They have 2 cards in hand only. Sack Blood, attack for 3. Oh, Rebirth. Sick. So I definitely don't want to block. But I definitely want to Wrath their board. And use the Wellspring to do so. Ooh, Reckoner's Bargain's great too. I think I'll just Wrath their board right now. I was gonna sack Frogmite and Ichor Wellspring. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm not even gonna risk attacking with the Frogmite. Sack, sack. And then next turn I have Bargain on my Familiar, and then I can Blood Fountain back Frogmite and Familiar, or maybe safer Shaman and Familiar. Just because of the matchups we faced today with these like various aggro decks and Boggles decks, it's making like Shaman look like insanely good. Ooh, they're playing that now. Interesting. That could beat us. Oh man. I thought we had this locked up. We do have a lot of bridges, so that's good. Not going to be able to crack Blood Fountain now. Oh, that's annoying. I suppose let them spend 1 mana and then whatever they target, sack it to Bargain. Alternatively, I can just sack my Blood. Or even my Blood Fountain. No, I don't want to sack my Blood Fountain. I could sack my Blood because I kind of want everything I have. And then this way, if I find like another Shaman or a Gallic Blast, I can kill this right now. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Just save all my lands. I'll sack 1 land to Shaman, I suppose. Okay, and then I can slowly Blood Fountain back. I think that was good. Now I can, yeah, eventually Blood Fountain here. Leave up Negate as well, which is nice. Can counter a Rebirth. Can't counter that. So I can get back Frogmite plus Refurbished Familiar, but do I want to get back Shaman plus Refurbished Familiar? Yeah, I think I want to get back Shaman. Just seems like the safest play to me. I guess I also just want to leave up Negate too, because I'm not getting back Frogmite anymore. My original play was going to be Frogmite, play it, but now I can just wait and then Blood Fountain on their turn. Take 1. And then get back some stuff here. Another Blast Runner. Okay, well, I'm getting back a Shaman, so. And Familiar. And Ichor Wellspring is just so nice to have with the Shaman as well. Let's go Wellspring. They might even just concede to this, potentially. Do I want to sack my Familiar to the Shaman? Or a land? Probably a land. Start by drawing 1 more card, or leave up Negate. I guess just leave up Negate. I guess I would have Hydro up anyway. Sack. We'll see what I draw. Thoughtcast. It's good. And then I guess I actually do just play this anyway. Should have played it first, probably. Didn't take that turn perfectly, but I think we're fine. Scary when they played the Gorilla Shaman though. I think I'm just gonna let this happen. I don't care about that, I don't think. Just continue to draw. Pass the turn. I will rebuke any spell, I think, that I can counter. Just costs a lot and it's just worth it. Sure. We don't need all these lands. Could have done that on our turn as well. But yeah, quad counter in hand versus 0 cards. Looks like we locked up the 3-2. We did it. Well, I can't even counter that with rebuke. That's cycles, so definitely want to just counter it. We're gonna have to find a threat at some point. We got Mirror Enforcers in the deck though. Another land. All right. Just keep passing back and forth. Rebuke not looking too good here. Rebirth. I'll negate. Oh, there's our threat. 2-2 get in there. We only have 2 counters left. I might need to like let more things through because I don't want them to like play a synth or something and have that resolve. I'm gonna let that resolve. Okay, familiar is great. Oh, chaining familiars, that's disgusting. Into Hydro, let's go. I mean, our top decks are also just like infinitely better if we can get into this board state with them. Don't need to play a vault, I don't think. Goblin Bushwhacker kicked, sure. Just Gal Blast that. Second Bushwhacker. Let's just rebuke. I should have tapped my treasure. Would have been sick. Yeah, but seriously, we lost to Boggles twice. We also had a lot of outs in those matches. This deck just feels incredibly, incredibly good. If I was going to play in a challenge tomorrow, I'd definitely play this. This card is really nice. And they had enough. Okay. We got our chest. We got our QP. Let's go back to the deck. What would I change? I think I actually did like the Frogmites. Oh, one thing I meant to note in the opening deck tech is I've seen people posting lists and they were just playing Sneaky Snacker in this deck. And some people like Kalikaz was playing Counterspell and Sneaky Stacker. And he only had like 2 Gallop Blast and less 1-drops. And I think he still only had 19 lands. But you play all the blue bridges and Force Seat and play some Counterspell, play some Cast Down, and Sneaky Snacker. And I think the logic, I'm just guessing, seems like, okay, you can just play Snackers out and then your deck draws so many cards that when you get into those grindy situations, like opponents can be in a position where they can't attack into Snacker because they're worried about if I kill it, they're just going to draw cards and get it back. Like I can't trade resources at all for Snacker, so therefore I can't like attack my 2/2 into it. So it just like helps grind even more. And this actually does seem like a good shell for Snacker. A lot of people are trying to put it in Dredge and various other decks, but this deck draws more cards than all those decks, and all of the draw twos turn Snacker on. And you can even just do stuff like Crackstar, play Wellspring. You can go like Familiar, draw, Wellspring, draw, get Snacker back, because you draw per turn and then you just need 2 more draws. So there is a Snacker build that I think would be good as well, which is probably good against this build specifically because Frogmite seems weak into Snacker because you don't want to just trade your Frogmite for their Snacker. Now, again, where to go with this build just depends on like what's happening in the meta. I also have a Mardu affinity deck that I've built that once almost assuredly familiar and refurbished familiar and affinity get more and more popular. Mardu affinity could be good because you get to play dust to dust in the deck, so that gives you an edge in the affinity mirrors, I think. But I mean, Grixis just is such a strong base with Galblast, Familiar, Thoughtcast, Deadly Dispute package, and then all these free spells. Yeah, I mean, no real notes, no real things I would change. I loved all the Pyros and Hydros. I liked Negate. Shaman wasn't coming in for us, but it could have been. So seems really strong. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Max. Again, youtube.com/natbolt. If you enjoyed the content, just subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to support me. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time. Peace.